Picaso Entertainment.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Paul Picasso, representing Picaso Entertainment. Hope you guys are having a great start to the new year, guys. It's 2014. Let's kick it off on a very wonderful note. You know, hope everybody out there is having fun. I hope everybody was safe over the holidays. Hope we're all here in the 2014, all safe, all together, all in one piece. Okay guys, let's start 2014 off with a great note. Let's get into it. This is Paul Picasso. This is Picaso Entertainment. Let's go. That's right. It's Picasso Entertainment. Picasso Entertainment. Picasso Entertainment. Picasso Entertainment. Picasso Entertainment. So guys, this is my what's on my Android for January 2014. Of course, the list was very hard to make. There's a lot of apps that I use, but the most apps that I use on a regular basis, just a few. So those are what I'm going to be showing you today, guys. Alright, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Let's see what's on my device. Okay guys, so of course, you know, custom lock screen. I love it. The camera over there and a time and date, little lock right here that, you know, just does its thing. Anyways, this is not a theme video, so let's just get right into it and let's see what's on my device. Okay guys, so there's a lot of apps that I use, like I stated, but just a few that I use more or less I'm going to show you right now. So off the bat, guys, some of the apps that I use, well, the main app that I use, obviously the one that's the quickest to notice would be my app drawer. So I swipe up and there's my app drawer. Of course, my base launcher is Nova Launcher, so you know you get to do those things with gestures. Okay, so I did set the swipe up to the app drawer, and the app drawer is not the stock app drawer that comes with Nova Launcher. It's actually an app called App Drawer. Alright, so I'm going to basically show you. So here it is, App Drawer right here. So I'm going to click it. Okay, so I mean, I'm already using it, so there's nothing really to click. So I swipe up to get to App Drawer, and basically what I'm going to do is go to Settings. So here you go. You can manage apps, you can multi-select, fresh, sort. So let's go to Settings. Now with App Drawer you have the style. Okay, so you can have the list. Let me zoom in there so make sure you guys can see. So you can have the list, the grid, or the horizontally page. So let's go ahead and hit grid. Let's go back. Let's take a look at that. There you go. It's the grid. Okay, obviously because of the grids I took off the icons, so that is why it looks that way. Let's go back to settings, because you do have the option to do that. I'll put it back to the list, and let's go ahead. Sorry, I forgot to zoom out there. Let's go ahead and go down a little bit. You can remember the list position, so when you open the app drawer and select an icon, select an app, it remembers where you are, so when you go open back the app drawer, you're back in the same place. You can have a little back button, back to home button. I'll enable that to show you guys what it looks like. You can have that in the center, the left, or the right. I'll just leave it in the center. Let's go back, and there you go. That is the home button right there. So all you have to do is just tap on that and it brings you to home. Okay, the next thing is you can definitely change the size of the, of course, full screen, hide status bar, of course, and screen orientation. You can have that set to portrait, landscape, or the sensor. I'll just have it to portrait right now. Change the row spacing, the background. You can actually have it as an actual wallpaper, or just a color, or see-through, transparent. Font type, you do have a few fonts here, just for not much. It actually tells you where to put the fonts if you want to have different fonts. The font color, of course, red to match the theme, and font size. Here you can choose the sizing of the fonts. I'm going to go ahead and put it back to about 18. I'll put it to 18. And then icons. So you can actually have the icons there too. I'll put the icons up to about 25. Let's go ahead and take a look at the icons. There you go. As you can see, you have the icons the appropriate beside the appropriate label. Okay, so that's there too. Because the icons can't be themed with the theme that I'm running, so I don't usually leave that on. So I usually just bring down the icon size to about 0. Icon size 0, and of course it disappears. You can hide apps, and of course you have a beta option right here to auto load apps at boot. So when you start up your device, if you have it turned off, it will basically start up right as you boot. Self-explanatory, of course. Okay, let's go home. Okay, and here we go. Let's jump right into the apps, the other apps I should say. So second on the list is Blackmart. Blackmart is, I actually done a video on Blackmart. There will be a link in the description. It's a free APK. You can just easily just Google Blackmart or Blackmart Alpha. You'll get some options. Some of the links don't actually work. Then there's some of the links that lead you to the older version of Blackmart, but as soon as you start it up, it does give you the option to upgrade, and it's basically just basically the Play Store, but all paid apps are free. It does show you all the apps that are on your device, and if there's an update for it, you can choose to update it, and sometimes it won't have the app that you have, and it gives you the option to upload it. I haven't uploaded anything since I started using it, but the paid apps are for free. Doesn't matter what app it is, it's paid, it is for free, and if there is any problems, you can always use Lucky Patcher and remove license verification. So that is Blackmart. Does work 100%. And third on the list, obviously, Flipboard. Some of these apps you guys already know about. This is just what's on my device, and basically it's just very convenient. Flipboard is great because you have all your news, your social media, everything in one place for just a simple flick, simple touch, reading, and there you are. Like, share, post. Very simple, very easy, very straightforward. Just a simple setup. You can set up with your Facebook, or you can just set up, you know, differently with your email address, something like that, and then you can link all of your accounts. I have Twitter, Facebook, I have Instagram and Google Plus, and even my YouTube account selected onto this. Of course, we got Android Authority, we got Tech Gadgets, we got TechCrunch, The Verge, you know, some things that I stay up with. Yeah, it's news at your fingertips, and it's really, really great. Next on the list, guys, is GPlayer. And GPlayer is a floating video player. Okay, and in this video player, basically what it is, you select your video, and it comes up like that. You're able to move your video all over the place. Okay, let's go ahead and let's stop that. Let's dive into the settings a little bit. Let's see what's going on here. In the settings, you have you have the option to set theme. You have a mist white, elegant black, and you can download some more themes. There's settings for the main screen. I usually just leave the main screen. There's nothing really to trouble. You can hide a list page, played page, because you have a page for all the videos that were played. The player toolbar settings, show fast forward button, previous, next button, repeat mode, volume boost, and so forth. Screen capture, so you can actually take a screenshot of the video that you are currently watching as well. And the floating screen settings, you can disable the floating player. You can stick to edges. I have it sticking to edges right now, so you can't lose the video, but I don't think you can lose the video. Actually, if you might just go to a next page, but just in case, you can always use stick to edges. I like to disable that. Size limitation, that way you can actually resize. If you check disable size limitation, obviously you won't be able to resize the video player, which is, you know, kind of defeats the purpose. You want to be able to multitask, have that video any size. The limitation, I just have it set to 3 videos playing at a time, and yeah, and that's basically it right there. So basically you just go in, play the video.
What else has Princess got?
There we go. Let's go back to the home screen just to see. And there we are at the home screen. So I can put this all the way up in the corner. Okay, and you can't resize like this. You'll just kind of just react. You'll interact with the page in the back. So in order to do that, you have to touch the video, let the controls go away, and just the right corner, you just want to barely touch the right corner, and there you go. You can resize the video any shape, any size you want, and you can just put it anywhere, and there it is. And you can continue doing what you want to do while that video is playing in the back. So very cool, guys. The next one would be OpenMic. Now what OpenMic does, it basically just gives you the option. It's almost like turning your device into a Moto X, so to speak. Not really a Moto X, but just kind of, well, obviously not a Moto X, but it does give you that control where basically you get to set the hot word phrase. I have it running right now, so I'll just go ahead and stop it. So the hot phrase detection, obviously, as you can see right here, zoom in a little bit there, it's the hot phrase detection. Listen for the specific hot phrase. The default is OK Google. So once this is going on, I can just say OK Google. It opens up Google. You can change the hot phrase to whatever you want it to say. I'm just leaving it as OK Google. Then down here is for default Google Now hot word recognition. That's when you're in Google Now, it just uses the regular OK Google. You can set it to listen while charging. It automatically turns on while charging and stops when disconnected. Then you have listen while screen's off. Of course, it does drain battery life and so forth. Screen off charging, it relocks and start on boot. Blacklist certain apps. You won't work when you're inside those apps. You can toggle on launch, so every time you open the app, it will start running, and when you open it again, it will stop running. So that's it. I'm going to go ahead and start it up and just show you guys that it works. I'm on my home screen. OK Google. There you go. Sometimes you have to be, maybe a little bit louder, or it doesn't pick up that well, or, it's still doing this thing. I'm going to lock the screen, and we're going to try it again. I'm going to go, and here's my hands up here, and we're going to go, let me zoom out so you can see I'm not touching it or anything like that. I'm going to go, OK Google. OK Google. There you go. So I mean, it's pretty cool. It's it does its thing. It's not the greatest as yet, but just having that is pretty great. It is cool. I love that. Simple RSS widget. Simple RSS widget. Now that's this widget over here. Of course, it's just a newsreader. It's pretty cool. Let's go into the settings. There you go. You manage the feeds. You add your feed. If you have a Feedly, which I do, you just import from Feedly. Okay. Appearance. You have various things you can do in here. Change the news source color, the timestamp, the title, the text, the font, which is really good. I choose no images, so it's just the words. Sometimes some of the images don't show, or there is no image. It really looks kind of choppy, blocky. So I just leave it at that. And then widget settings, you set whether when you click on an article, if you want it to open in the website or the viewer, or just update the widget. And I just use it to open in a viewer. And yeah, that's basically it. It is a pretty cool app by those guys at My Color Screen. So next on the list is Xposed Installer. Of course, I recently put out a video on Xposed Installer, basically talking about the Xposed framework. You install the app, and you have a lot of modules. You come to the download section, you download the modules, you install them. The modules come with various different tweaks for your device, whether it's advanced power menu, things like XBlast tools and Gravity Box, where you can actually do a lot of stuff. You can get custom colors like I have right here in your status bar. You can change colors for your stock keyboard. Gravity Box gives you the CyanogenMod Pi controls, which I have here. Various things, of course. Last but not least on the list would be Zedge. I think it's Zedge 4.0. Zedge had a major update where it comes for great things, where you can have wallpapers, live wallpapers, ringtones, notifications, and even games. Really, Zedge has outdone themselves because I like the new user interface. It's very clean, very organized, and yeah, it's perfect. This is where I get all of my wallpapers, guys. Every wallpaper that is in my themes, on my devices, even sometimes even on my laptops, it comes from Zedge. Okay, yeah, guys, I know it's been a couple of minutes. You know, we did look at a few applications and so forth, and yeah, guys, so that's what is running on my phone for January 2014, guys. Nice little setup with Nova Launcher, as you guys can see. You know, just very clean, very minimal theme. This is the theme that I'm running with. But guys, that is what is on my device. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you have any questions or about any of the apps that were in this video, just please let me know. All the apps that were in the video will be in the description. Of course, some of them are free from the Play Store. Some you might have to pay for. And of course, you know, yeah. So guys, if you have any questions, if you like, please hit that like button. Leave a comment down below. It's really appreciated. Again, this is for the 2014 January, guys. This is your boy Paul Picasso with what's on my Android for 2014 January, first month. Hope you guys still having an awesome time. I'm having an awesome time. A lot of great stuff coming, guys. Your boy Paul Picasso wishing you all a happy new year. Still just you know, just 4 days from the beginning. So guys, stay up, have some fun. You know, enjoy life. We only got one to live, guys. Live right, live proper. You know, live in peace. Your boy Paul Picasso out. Till my next video. Peace.